You have the right to be angry, but you don't need to react out of that anger. You can be angry and react out of compassion. Good morning, everyone. So today we will talk about anger. Anger is pain wearing armor. Believe it or not, anger is just pain. Anger walks into the room like a warrior, but if you look closely, it usually is a wounded child wearing a helmet. So anger is pretty powerful. It can make a peaceful person become a lawyer, detective, judge, and professional, text message historian in just 3 seconds. You said this on March 4th, 2025 at 7:40 p.m. blah blah. So anger remembers everything. Think a little bit. Think back at the moment you are angry. What happened to your body? What happened to your breathing? What happened to your surrounding? Did you see things clearly? Or you see things through the lens of your anger? In Buddhism, we practice to look deeper. What is underneath anger? Very often, underneath anger, there's hurt. Underneath anger, there is fear. And there is a need that has not been met. We get angry because something precious feels threatened. Respect, love, safety, belonging, fairness. So what are we trying to protect out of that angry emotion? Someone very close to you makes you angry. Why? Is it because they betray your trust? Or is it because they didn't keep their promise? Or is this because you care so much about them, but they didn't care about you? So what is it that anger is trying to protect? So instead of judging anger, we learn to understand anger. Anger is often seen as a crying baby. When a baby cries, you do not throw the baby out of the house, right? You do not become mad at the baby. You pick the baby up. In the same way, when anger cries inside you, you do not have to suppress it or explode it. Because often our reaction would be to act or to speak out of that anger, because it's so easy to do so. It's so convincing to us that, when we are angry, we have to speak our mind. And often, when we speak our mind out of that anger, something will break. Relationship, your house, your car, something will break if you act out of that anger. So when anger arises, when anger cries in you, you hold it. You hold it like you are holding a crying baby. Is this hard? Yes, I know. But look at your anger. Your anger, the anger is in you. It's not out there. So you hold it. You say, breathing in, I know anger is here. Breathing out. I'm holding my anger. This is already a big step of transformation and liberation. Because when we repeatedly fire the same thoughts, angry thoughts and angry emotions, the brain and the body become wired into familiar patterns, angry pattern, like, speak out, act out of that anger. It's just the same thoughts and emotion that you did in the past. This is your habit energy. So when we say habit energy, it means that the anger does not begin today. Okay? Today only pressed the button, because the button may have been installed years ago. Okay? So that habit energy has been in you for a long time. And today somebody and something triggered that. And then it explodes. Someone criticizes you, and suddenly you are not only responding to this person, you are responding to your parents, your childhood, your insecurity, your shame, your old wound, and maybe your ancestors. That is a crowded room. If you are in a relationship and it's just making you mad and angry all the time, if you're in a working environment and the co-workers are always upsetting you, it's not just about you reacting to that environment. You are bringing all the past habit energy into that response. So if you understand that, then before reacting, pause. The pause is sacred. Between trigger and reaction, there is a doorway. Between the stimulus and response, there is a path. There's the doorway. And that doorway is practice. And the longer you can pause, the longer your freedom will be. And in that space, in that pause, you can meet all of your ancestors, your parents, your insecurity, your wound, everything in there. In the Diamond Sutra, the Buddha invites us to see beyond fixed identity. The fixed identity in you and the fixed identity of something or someone who makes you angry. So instead of saying, I am an angry person, you say, there is anger in me, and this anger has causes and conditions. So I am not this anger. This anger has arisen in me, which has causes and conditions that I may have accumulated for such a long time, and now it manifests as anger and I understand it now. I see it now. And that is wisdom. Because if anger has causes and conditions, then anger can be transformed by causes and conditions. Maybe more sleep, more breathing, more honesty, more boundary, more compassion. Sometimes spirituality is very simple. You are not unenlightened. You are just tired and dehydrated, right? So sometimes anger manifests as a reminder that you need to return to take care of your body. So today's practice, when anger arises, ask 3 questions. What am I protecting? What am I feeling underneath this? What would wisdom do if wisdom has had 5 more seconds? 5 seconds can save a relationship. 5 breaths can save your dignity. 5 minutes can save you from sending the text that becomes your next karma lesson. 5 steps outside can relax all the tenseness in you, all the bottled up emotion in you. So remember, anger is not the enemy. Unconscious reaction out of anger is the enemy. You don't have to hate your anger. You just need some love for it. And you may say, oh, that person, you don't know that person. He or she is always annoying. I have to get angry at him or her because they are so annoying. Okay, if you say that, then if that person, the nature of that person is annoying, then he or she is always annoying to everybody, not just you, right? Right? Are they annoying their parents? Are they annoying their kids? Are they annoying their partner? Are they annoying their best friends? Because if the nature of that person is annoying, then they have to be annoying to everybody, not just you, right? But of course not. They are not annoying everybody. So there is no fixed annoyances in that person. It's just that, causes and conditions are conducive and you to meet and you to have difficulties or different upbringing, different challenges, so that when you meet, there's something that causes that anger in you. And also remember, what you see that irritate you from other people is also something in you. So maybe that is the way to learn about yourself more. Right? And just think about this. When you are angry, the person who hurts the most, who suffers the most is you. High blood pressure, different difficulty of breathing, and all kind of bad emotions and bodily physical reaction happening in you. So when you are angry, you are the one who suffers the most. So are you loving to yourself? Are you keeping this anger? Are you cherishing this anger? This is not a good thing to cherish, right? You have the right to be angry, but you don't need to react out of that anger. You can be angry and react out of compassion. That's the best way. Because if you suppress your anger, it will be there and will come up, right? So you can be angry, but you can be compassionate. You can be angry and act compassionately. That is when anger is held by love and understanding. And it becomes the energy for clarity, courage, and compassion. Because anger is a kind of energy. Okay? And you can put that energy in good use. So, anger is just a child, a wounded child with a helmet. Deserve to be loved and cared for. Good luck.